Welcome to Saturday Night Hockey, everyone.
Friday night.
Oh, it's Friday.
It better be Friday night.
It is Friday. I don't know.
Holy cow. I only get 2 days off.
My days are totally confused. I've been working way too much this week.
There you go. Good evening. Welcome back. T2 here from Rink 2. Our T2 Wolves going to take on the Colorado Springs D11. So D11 will refer to District 11. They're showing some ugly uniforms here. They almost look like the Hershey Bears, but it's the Colorado Terror. So for CPHL, what normally would be, I would believe, would be Palmer Lake, you're going to have the Colorado Springs Terror out to face your Wolves. Now, Robert and I were watching the warm-ups, and I will tell you, size difference and weight difference already. There is 3 or 4 man-child or women-child on that team. There's number 34 who's going to come out that is built like a brick outhouse. Will be the term I would use.
Brick dog poo outhouse.
Big. There's 34 on the back end. Boy, it's going to be interesting. I hope the boys got their mouth guards in. Here we go down. Puck ready to go. T2. Our T2 Wolves versus Colorado Springs. On the radio dial, your Wolves will defend here the right. They're in the white. They will attack to the left. And the dark brown or black, again, bad eyes here, will be coming the other way. So I don't know if you joined us earlier in the evening, but the 6 o'clock or the first game was the T1 Wolves took on the Kent Sun Devils and a 6-1 win earlier this evening here on Rink 2. So in between the pipes tonight, Brooksy got the start. That's 2. And play underway. There's double nickels. Carter sends it around. Pacheco here on the backhand. Tried to get it up, but not out. Shot there. Big Brooksy's going to suck that up in his equipment. And at 15:58 left to go here in the first, we're going to get a face-off down here to the left of Brooks. So 2 joining us again of double roster tonight. Ethan and both Quinn played the first game. There's big Alex 74 up for the Cade for the face-off. Sent over to far side boards. There's Quinn now. Cycles the puck in behind. Comes up to the near side now. It caroms off in behind the net. It's picked up. 16 going the other way. That's Quinn. He's got Pierce. Pierce across center. Across the blue line now. Pierce shot attempt there. Glove save there by the Terror goalie. Face-off will be down deep in Colorado Springs territory. And no scratches tonight for your T2 squad. Face-off down. That was Cade. Slapped it forward. Puck loose in behind. It was a centering backhand there. Nobody there. 61. That was Brady with the attempt. Coming the other way now. Puck on. Bobbled in front of Brooks. Holy smokes. And settled down and sent out by Quinn into the neutral zone. There's Pierce now. Pierce across the blue line. Shot on. Pierce. Glove save. Bobbled in front. And they're going to cover up for the face-off. 15-12 now. Here to go in the first period. Again, good to see 86. That's Parker back in the lineup. He was cleared this week, and he's back full contact skating. Welcome back, Parker. Face-off there. Looked to be controlled by the Terror into the neutral zone. Parker's going to send it back down the other way. Up for the attack there, 94. That's Big Alex. Puck sent up the boards. There's Big Robitaille, far side. Through the neutral zone, they try to bring it across. Slapped at it there and sent into the neutral zone. There'll be no icing there. It was touched. Going the other way, that's Big Robitaille, 90. In behind now, Colorado brings it out. Slapped at it there. Good job there. That was 94. Alex sent towards the net. They'll cover it up for a face-off. 14:26 left to go here in the first. full line change here, and out comes 13 at center, so that'll be Casey. Rooney on the one side and Mikey on the other. On the back end, that's Parker and his D partner. Big Owen. Out in front there, an attempt. Rooney sends it back. D now. D to D there. Parker lost the handle. He's going to send it back down. Loses an edge, falls down. Puck in behind now. Colorado looking to bring it out. Here comes the Terror. Through the neutral zone with speed now. Across the blue line. Outside circle. Loses the handle. Good job there by Owen, keeping him on the outside. Owen's still there. Bodied off the puck. Good job, Owen. Casey goes in for help. Sends it up into the neutral zone to Mikey. He loses it. And the Terror look to regroup in their own zone. They cross ice now, coming the other way. Through center. Big number 6 looks. He's through 1, through 2. Good sticks there to keep the lane closed. And they don't get anywhere with it. They gather it back up. Terror look to bring it back in. A good swat at there by Parker. Puck up, and that's going to be icing as it goes all the way down the other end. 13:28 left to go here in the first. 0-0 on the board. Rink 2, Big Bear this evening. Your Wolves taking on Colorado Springs, District 11. And during CPHL, they go by the Terror. So the Wolves versus the Terror here. Face off down and to the right of Brooksy. Face off was one not controlled. Now the Wolves have it. Up off the boards it was pitched. That was 94 Alex. And it's going to be icing there to come all the way back down the other way again. So again, good win tonight. The first game up, your varsity / T1 squad, the Wolves, took down the Kent Devils 6-1. And for those that are joining us for the T2 game, definitely had issues this evening for the T1 game. We did not have the availability of game sheets, so we're going to give it a shot here. Shot on there to Brooks. Paddle there to the side, it missed. In behind, there's Big Carter, 55, double Nichols. He chases his man to the corner. Puck still loose. Down out. Puck up high. Alex stands up, sends it back down, and there's Manu trying to pitch it up the boards. That didn't work. Puck all the way back down. Now Pacheco gathers. He sends it up off the glass into the neutral zone now. Puck on end. They say no icing. It's waved off. First man to the puck. That's Manu. Chases it now. Puck comes out the other side. There to greet him right at the blue line. Good job stepping up was Carter. Puck now through the neutral zone. It comes all the way back down. And first man to the puck on no icing will be Brady, 61. Backhands it up. Up top of the circle now. Sent into the neutral zone. And I believe that was Minovich sending it up. And it's going to be icing, and it's going to come all the way back down. 12:16 left to go here in the first. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be as organized for sure right off the get there, Robert, but shaking off some wet cobwebs here.
I agree. It's been a little bit for them.
It has, sir. 60 down. There was a face-off win there by Big Xander. Shot there, got it into the equipment of one of the Terror. And coming out the other way, there's Quinn, 16. He's on horse. He's got a helper there. 81 Minovich leading the charge. Shot attempt there under the dot. That didn't work. Puck squirts all the way back through the neutral zone, and the Terror have it coming the other way. They're big number 6. Shot below the circle there, wide to the outside. Near side now, there's Brady. Backhands it up the boards. That's 17, sending it all the way across. Jacob Yant looked to hit there. Missed opportunity for Minovich there at the blue line. Picked up and settled down now by the Terror. They pitch it up the boards. It's pitched in over the blue line. They give chase. Far side corner now. They look to center. Puck loose right out in front. Shot attempt there. Another shot attempt. And that was in the skates of the Terror. Jacob sends it up on the boards there. Up to Quinn. That didn't get up and out. It's backhanded there now by Brady. And Minovich will pick it up across the blue line. Sends it up over into the Terror zone. And in behind was a battle for the puck. They come out with it. And we got a whistle and an arm up. And I'm going to say that because I believe we touched it, we're going to go to the box. And into the box again will be Mr. Minovich, 81 with a tripping call at 11:05 of the first period. So Your Wolves are going to go on to the PK as Mr. Minovich will sit for 2 minutes for tripping. I didn't see the penalty. Did you see it, Robert?
No, sorry. I was kind of messing around with the camera a little bit.
Face-off was won there, sent back by Pierce to Parker. Parker launches it all the way back down to take some time off the clock. First man in pursuit, that's Ethan 35. In behind the net, he's giving him a hassle. Good job. Good forecheck there. Now 6 coming the other way. Now across the blue line. There's 6. Top of the dot. Shot on. Brooks save. Puck Karam's in behind off of the rebound. There's 6 working now below the dot. Below the goal line. Good work there by Owen to send it around the other way. And their D-man will pinch up. Shot on there. Now there goes Ethan the other way off of his shins. He's carrying it across the blue line. He stops, drops, comes around. Shot attempt there. Nope. Puck's all the way back to the neutral zone. Owen's going to send it all the way back down. Again, no icing. They're a man down. Looking to make a change now. Ethan hustles back here to the bench. Coming off the bench to pick it up. That was 74 Cade. Big 10 walks in. Shot attempt there. That goes, squirts around the other side of Brooks. Back out. Shot attempt on net there from up high. And that's off the other side. 74. Cade's going to send it down. Again, no icing. 49 seconds left here on the penalty kill. Terror there. Make contact. Send it up there, man. The neutral zone got it, but he just dumps it in. Carter picks it up in behind. Tries to pitch it up the far side boards. It's pitched up and over the blue line now. And Colorado had to change, tag up. Carter's got it now. Far side corner. He sends it up the boards. All the way across the blue line yet again, and they got to tag back up. It's picked up there. It's 13. That was Casey taking it the other way. And they're going to settle it up down behind the net. Here comes the Springs now. 34. That's the size of a large human coming across the blue line. Shot there. Brooksy knocks it down. Glove save. Off of the rebound out front. And the garbage was picked up there by number 10. So on the board for 1 on a power play goal at 9:07. Colorado Springs District 11, also known as Palmer Lake Terror, are up 1-0 over your Wolves. Unfortunate there not to pick the man up out front, but they had only 7 seconds left to kill, and that didn't work. Now, off of the face-off, Palmer Lake looks to settle things down. They pitch it all the way back around the other side. Coming back now down into the neutral zone. Trying to settle things down. All the way back through, and they're going to pitch it all the way backhand style in behind Brooks. First man to the puck there was the Terror. Stood up there by Big Robitaille, but he settled back down. Puck shot all the way by their D-man into the near side corner. There's Brady, the man, first man to the puck. Of Palmer Lake there to pitch it out front off a backhand. Quinn had it. He soccer style kicks it up back to Robitaille, and now they come through the neutral zone. There's Quinn now across the blue line. Puck comes loose. It's on the far half boards. Into the corner it goes. There's a quick setup there in behind. Palmer Lake looks to stop it. They do. It comes all the way back. It's sent back down range on an attempt there. That was Big Alex. That didn't work. And into the neutral zone the puck comes. Battle on the boards there. Far side in the neutral zone. Good job holding the man up at the boards. Palmer Lake's going to send it all the way back down. They're going to say no icing coming out the other way. Picked up now. Sent up the boards. That was Brady, 61. In behind now, there's Quinn. He settles it down. Sends it again around the near side boards. Up but not out. Now Jacob Yan, 17, through the neutral zone. He had the attempt there. Nobody there to help him. Palmer Lake picks it up. They settle it down now in their D zone. Rink wide to their D-man. Through the neutral zone, the puck comes. It squirts out. And giving chase. That's Parker. Parker's going to send it around to his D partner. All the way out the other side, and they're going to call up. No touch, no icing. Palmer Lake's going to send it back into the neutral zone. At the blue line, they come across now through center. With speed across the blue line. They're forced to the outside. Good job there by Owen. Puck on the near side boards. Out with a backhand attempt again. That big human, 34 with that. What a big shot. What a cannon. All the way down. Back out now. 34 again. Another shot attempt. Holy smokes. Squirts to the side of Brooks. In behind now. Struggle there on the boards. Too white. Get it up the boards, but not out. And with an attempt there, they step up in between the circles now. 13 cycles are back. Coming the other way, Minovich sends it into the neutral zone. And the puck's going to be all the way down for another icing call. 6:27 left to go here in the first. Face-off coming all the way back down here. Far side dot. Face-off will be taken there. That's Casey. He lines up. Puck down, face-off one, automatically sent right back to Brooks. Up over him, almost right into his masking up. Took a funny bounce. Now in behind, puck sent all the way, cycled all the way around. Mikey's got it. He sweeps it up into the neutral zone. The puck goes. First on the puck, Palmer Lake. That's 34, that big human patrolling the blue line. You got the littlest line out there against the biggest line. There's Rooney now. Shot attempt and end up hitting one of the D. Rooney now sends it, sweeps it, tries to center it out front. That didn't work. And Palmer Lake comes out the other side. Good forecheck there. That was Rooney on the forecheck. There's Mikey. He picks it up. Still loose. Palmer Lake settles it down. They send it into the neutral zone all the way down, and that's going to be icing. Nobody touches. 5:45 left here in the first. And a good flurry. Puck will come all the way back down for the face-off to the left of the Palmer Lake goalie. Coming through off of the face-off there, the attempt, that didn't work. Still kept in, Robitaille pinched up, sent it back down. Knocked down on the play. No call there, was Pierce. Oh, sorry, that was Ethan, 35. Out there now on the near side boards. Attempt, puck sent all the way in behind. Giving chase, that's Cade. Cade now holds the man on the boards. Cade in the far side corner, looks to cycle the puck back. It's picked up by Palmer Lake. There's Pierce now. Looking to send it out front. That was Cade. Good attempt there. Ethan turned and give it a shot. That puck squirts all the way to the far side boards. Coming out the other side now. Here comes Palmer Lake across the blue line. Shot out there. Far side, that went blocker side low. And puck is in beside now, in behind the net. Palmer Lake looks to get it out, and we got an arm up. And we got an interference call. And I believe that interference call is going to go on to Palmer Lake. So Palmer Lake number 3 pleading their case. Actually, it's 33. We just can't see the jersey. So 33 for Palmer Lake is going to go sit for 2. Now it's 23. Geez, we'll get it right. See? Get those jerseys untucked so we can read numbers. 23 now is going to sit for 2 minutes. And did you see it was for interference? Robert, did you see the hand signal or the charades from the referee?
I could have sworn I saw interference on there, but...
Interference, 2 minutes. All right. Puck was won and controlled now. Shot there, 61. Good job there. Brady sends it down range, doesn't get all the way through. Coming the other way now. And again, not sure how that ends up with a shot on net. When the Wolves aren't chasing, we do have the man advantage. Come on, gentlemen. 4:39 left to go here in the first. 1:45 left on the power play. Big Alex there for the face-off. Face-off down. Contested there. Palmer Lake ends up with it on their stick, but coming out the other way with it. There's Big Robitaille. Pitches a backhand up. And Minovich gives chase. That's Big Cade. He steps up, pinches. He sends it back. There's D. Now there's Brady with another shot. In and on target. Way to go, 61. BJ, good job. Sends it down range. That worked well. That puck had eyes, but good job by your Wolves. They're up 1-1 now. All tied up. 4:20, so a power play goal by your Wolves. Big Brady from up top. That was his second long-range attempt tonight. That one finds the back of the net. Face-off win there by Xander. 60 back and control with the puck. There's Quinn. Looks to send it up into the neutral zone. The puck's still there. Palmer Lake settles it down now. They come across center with it. Looking across. That's picked up and sent the other way. Good job, Jacob. Puck ends up here now, near side boards. Quinn picks it up, settles it down. He's going to retreat behind the cage. He exits the opposite side. Good stick work there by Palmer Lake on the forward. He stepped into the play. Now the forward there looks to settle it down, bobbled. And coming the other way, Xander settles it into the neutral zone. Sends it down and giving chase is Minovich. And it comes across. Palmer Lake looks, but that's Jacob again. He picks it up, steps up to the passing lane. Shot on! Holy cow, that didn't go. Good job there on a forecheck. That wouldn't have happened if those guys weren't up there hard press. Puck comes back down the other side. 3:27 left to go here in the first. In behind now, pucked up. Picked up there by Quinn. He sends it up in stride. That was Minovich. Lost control. And Quinn's going to settle it back down now. Coming across, Quinn skates, sends it up into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Xander. He's bodied off the puck by number 10, and his stick was smashed down. Again, that would have been slashing normally. Coming the other way, Palmer Lake. Good stick there again by Owen. Good job. Sends the puck to far side boards. Ethan there, half his size. There's a man-child over there. 34, that big human sends it in, pitches it backhand all the way back down. Picked up there. Now Parker playing ping pong with it on the board. He's going to soccer kick at the other side. Over on the other side now, Ethan loses it. Sent up the boards. Now Ethan's got a handle on it. He sends it into the neutral zone. It's picked up going the other way. That's Cade, 74. In between, he loses the puck trying to go through the wickets. Coming the other side now. Puck's going to be settled down by Brooks and picked up by Parker. 86 now, takes it far side. He hits Ethan in stride. Ethan going through. In between, he got crossed up there with Cade, and it's picked up there by Palmer Lake. Palmer Lake goes rink wide. Their person up here was cherry picking. Brooks gets it off his pads. Holy cow, that's crazy. Caromed off. Puck's still not in control. Owen's got it going the other way now. There's 15. Owen's going up the far side boards. He's across the blue line. He's bodied off the puck, but he's still in giving chase. He's got Pierce there for help. It's set up front. Holy cow! Out front! Boom! Holy cow, that was picked out. Centered out front. And your Wolves are going to pot one. And first through looks like it's going to be through the line. That's Cade, but that was a lot of good hard work. So 74 is going to pot one. And your Wolves now are going to be up by two. Excuse me, up by one. 2-1 on the board. 1:44 left to go here in the first. Face-off was won there by Casey, handled by Mikey, but he loses it in that far corner. He's bodied off the puck. Palmer Lake's coming around the other side. They reverse course. They're still there. Look to center it out front to Casey. That didn't work. Coming the other way now. That's number 6. Good job there, Carter. Stands his man up, slows him down, and a puck's in the other end. Shot attempt there outside of the cage. They still got to tag up. And here goes Carter coming out the other way. 55 double Nichols carries it across. Loses the handle in the neutral zone. It's picked up now by Palmer Lake. There's Rooney now at the blue line. Shot on. Hits the Palmer Lake defender. It goes up high. Good stick work there. And we got a call, and I'm not quite sure if they got a man down. And they do have a man down. And that would look to be a white jersey. So it looks like that might be Mikey down here. And again, you're going to lose vision because it's right close in on the boards in front of Palmer Lake's bench. Not sure who was down first, but with Coach Nick leaving to go attend to a white jersey, everybody else reported back to the bench but Mikey. So Mikey's the one that is down for the count. 56 seconds left to go here in the first period. And stick taps around as Mikey gets back to his feet. And Mikey will skate back under his own power to the bench. And we'll see if there's a call or that happened behind the play. But that doesn't look like there's any call right now. So 5-on-5 action. Nobody in the box. 56 seconds left here to go in the first period. Your Wolves up 2-1. Back for the face-off. Right in front of the Wolves bench. Face-off was down and slapped forward. Good job there by Alex. Palmer Lake recovers. They're going to pitch it and dump it all the way in. In behind the net now. Brady's there with the puck. Near side boards now. Brady looks to take it up the boards. Unsuccessful attempt there. Puck slapped up though again. That was Big Alex. Settled down and pitched backhand style back up the boards. That didn't work. Puck is now and has to be settled down by Palmer Lake. They got to check up. At the blue line, the puck's bobbled, going the other way now. Attempt there to backhand and sent up. That was Big Robitaille. Manu gives chase now. Near side boards. Still playing with it. It's settled down. Palmer Lake looks to send it up in the neutral zone. That puck's going to come all the way back down for icing. We have 5 seconds left to go here in the first period. So off of the icing, face-off will go all the way down to the left of the Palmer Lake goalie. Down to take the face-off. Slapped forward. That was Alex. And at the buzzer, end of 1 here at Rink 2, Big Bear. Your Wolves are up 2-1. We're going to come off audio here for a minute while Coach gives them some motivation. All right, here we go. Back in action. 17 on the board. Second period again on your radio dial. Your Wolves are down. Up the face-off win. Palmer Lake comes down. Shot high over Brooks. Glove side. Another shot turnaround. That didn't work either. Palmer Lake again control of the pace right off the gate. And puck looks to be set up far side boards down. That was touched. There'll be no icing. 2-1, your Wolves up here. And again, on the radio dial, your Wolves will be attacking here to the right, defending the goal to the left. And they are in the white. Palmer Lake in the brown or black, not sure. They're called the Terror. Shot on! Holy cow, Brooks sucked that one right up. 16:21 left to go here in the second period as we just get underway.
So I'd have to say the uniforms look black to me.
Black, yeah. I'm going to say black, brown. I'm not quite sure. But
like
again, they're called the Terror. So 2-1. And we will have a face-off deep down in Wolves territory. Face-off. Holy cow. Shot on Brooks. Good save there. Puck rebounds. Comes all the way out into the far side circle now. Good job there on the stick. Palmer Lake sent it all the way back down. That didn't work. Right in front of Brooks. Holy cow. This puck's still loose. Puck's now battled right at the feet of Brooks. Got to get it in behind, and they do. Puck sent all the way back. Their D-man at the blue line sends it all the way back down range. That was a wild shot. Ends up in the near corner. Another shot there by 34. Puck loose out front. Holy cow, it's rolling all the way back down off the rebound. And the arm's up, and we're going to get a icing call. So as it goes right now, 15:50 to go here in the second. And for those of you that are not keeping track of the score of the World Series, the Blue Jays have just launched some bombs, and it's 11-2 for the Jays, top of the seventh. Go Blue Jays. Face off deep in Wolves territory. Face off down at one. Slapped out into the center, but it ends up, and here comes the other way. Here comes Ethan now. He's across the blue line at the top of the circle. He looks, backhands it around, and their guy sends it off the other way. In behind now. Here comes Palmer Lake coming out the other side. They get it across the blue line now through the neutral zone. Puck sent up. Carter lost an edge. First guy to the puck, sent it back up the boards. Their D-man kicks it in. He still keeps it in at the blue line. Now coming across into the neutral zone. They pick it up and settle it down now. Palmer Lake looks to bring it back out. 13's carrying it across center. Across the blue line. Shot attempt there. Brooksy closes the wicket. Sits off the pads into the near corner. They look to bring it out under the goal line. Shot attempt there right from down low. Puck ends up. There's Tooks a whack. Was Ethan sends it up. Their D-man looks to step up. Puck loose out front. Ends up on the stick of Palmer Lake. Right in front of Brooksy. They're going to tuck it in. 2-2, 14:56 left to go here in the second. So we're a tie game here in the second period. 14:56 left to go. We're all knotted up at 2. Face off up for there. That'd be Big Alex. Face off down, slap forward. And Palmer Lake ends up with it on their stick. Coming the other way now, there's Manu. Manu tried to get around. That didn't work. Going the other way, that's Palmer Lake, number 6. Up top of the circle. Looks to make the pass. Doesn't connect. Ends up in the near corner. In behind the net now, Palmer Lake looks to cycle it up front. There's a backhand there. Robitaille picks it up. He's going to pitch it into the neutral zone. Here comes Manny, but it's not going to make it down before they blow it for icing. Face off all the way down the other way. 14:32 left here to go in the second period. So again, face off down deep in Wolves territory to the right of Brooks. Puck down, face off win, slapped back. Recovered there by Quinn. He pitches it around backhand. Palmer Lake pitches it out of that corner. On the boards now, in behind the net. Alex is there. Sends it up near side boards now. Alex has it on his stick. Here they come. Across the blue line. He lost the handle. Palmer Lake comes back the other way. Shot on Brooks. He knocks it down. Holy cow. Big rebound out front. Sent down into the neutral zone safely. Picked up there. There's Quinn now. He lost the handle right down here on the circle. Loses an edge. Down here now again on the side. Good job by Quinn. He slaps it up. Kept in at the line. Shot attempt there. They say it's safe. I would have thought that was offside.
It definitely looked offside
to me. Yep, puck was out. Oh, well. Quinn's got it now. He tries to circle and send it down below the goal line. That didn't work. Robitaille now. Quinn's got it. Now below the goal line. Quinn's going to circle, exit out the other side. He's looking for help to center it. Man steps up. That was Big Alex. They missed on that one. Puck's going to squirt all the way down. And picked up and sent all the way back down. Into the neutral zone now. It's recovered there by Palmer Lake. They walk it up at the blue line. That didn't go anywhere. Now Rooney's got a little dance. He's across the blue line. He picks it up. He's still got it now. Rooney, top of the circle, backhands it for center. Nobody there. It's settled down there by 34. Puck still in now. Quinn's picking up at the blue line. And Palmer Lake finally gets a hold of it, coming out the neutral zone the other side. 2-on-1 going the other side. Shot on. Brooks is going to blocker that up high. Face off there. Comes out. Rooney's going to safely send it back into the neutral zone and down. And giving chase there. That's Casey 13. Far side. Good job. Casey steps up. Good stick work there. Puck sent into the neutral zone now. Palmer Lake coming the other side. Shot there. Brooks got it. Knocks it down. He's going to hold it. 12:40 left to go here in the second. Deuces on the board all the way across. Face off down now. Casey's got it. He sends it in behind him. Picked up there behind Owen. He's going to sweep it all the way around. Palmer Lake picks it up. Looking to send it around. They do. And coming the other side. Picked up again in the corner, trying to bring it out. That was Casey. Sweeps it up and over. There's Mikey now. Picks it up. Coming across. Mikey looked to center. That didn't work. Going back the other way now. Palmer Lake crosses the blue line. Didn't work coming through traffic. It's picked up. Rudy's going to send it around the other side. And it's picked up and pitched down. Down but not out. Puck still loose. Palmer Lake picks it up top of the circle. There's Owen. He sends it up. Mikey's now got it. He pitches it up the boards and down. Into the neutral zone. Palmer Lake settles it back down. They're going to dump it in. And first man to the puck's going to be Owen. He's picking it up in behind. He got shoved in behind. Holy cow. Still back up. Palmer Lake looks to center it. They don't. It's in now behind the net. Still looking for it. Boom. That was right off the stick of Brooksy there. Sends it far side. Palmer Lake now pressing down in behind. 5-on-5 action. Center there. One-timer didn't work. It's into the far corner. Puck sent out all the way across the blue line now. Palmer Lake will settle it down, and they guys got to check up. They look to pitch it up. They do right at the blue line. And we got offside off of a bad change. And we're going to have a penalty now, and it looks like it's a tripping call on. I didn't even see that. Did you, Robert?
Nope.
I'm going to say that was either on the near side boards here, but that was behind the play. And looks like Owen has to go sit 15 for 2 minutes for some kind of trip. But that's the charades. We're playing hand signals. 2 minutes for tripping. And the official now over to Coach Benny, maybe giving him an understanding of the call. But again, Owen's in the box with it looks like Grandma. So maybe Grandma could find out what the call or why the call. Off the face-off win, Palmer Lake controlled. They sent it back to their D. Shot attempt didn't go anywhere, and they're on the near side boards. Puck in behind now. Carter giving chase. Reverse course there. Minovich first to the puck. He's going to send it up and out. And Palmer Lake's going to have to check up at the blue line. They do now. They walk back in. 6 shot attempt there. That was a whiff. Didn't work. Puck still loose out in front. Palmer Lake taking whacks at it. We still can't get control and get it out. Shot on. Brooksy. Holy smokes. That was a stick save. And sent all the way back down. But that's still held in by their D. Sent back down off of somebody's shins. The puck ends up far side boards. Another shot attempt. Brooksy's got it. 10:24. We're going to get another face-off down deep in Wolves territory with 1:09 left to kill. So thanks to those north of the border and also watching the Blue Jays game to give us that it is now 11-4 for the Blue Jays. Shohei Ohtani launched one for 2, and it is now the bottom of the 7th, and the Jays are up 11-4. Face off here. Pierce looks to get it up and out. That didn't work. Shot attempt there. Ends up back on the boards. Palmer Lake looks to get it up. They don't. Into the neutral zone. Puck's carried. Good attempt there through the neutral zone to carry. That didn't work. Palmer Lake reverses course. They're across the blue line. Shot there, an attempt. That didn't work. Tried to drag it through his feet. That didn't. Into the far corner. Brady's there. He tries to pitch it up. That didn't work. Now Palmer Lake looks to bring it over the blue line. That didn't work. They keep it in. In pursuit was Pierce. Shot there, wide, glove high, side, send around. Far side boards now. There's big 34. That's a big human trying to take on a little guy. That's just nuts how they play. Near side now. There was some activity down in the near corner. Bodies were bouncing off. Puck still down, and Palmer Lake has it. Shot on right over Brooks' shoulder. I'm not quite sure Brooks had a good view of that, but at 9:29, Palmer Lake's going to end up potting one to put them up 3-2. So again, we didn't see how the play ended up coming off of the boards, but it did. Palmer Lake had it on their stick and a shot up over Brooks' shoulder. 9:29 left to go here in the second period. Face off down, slapped, and control of it was to Palmer Lake. Pacheco far side boards. Palmer Lake walks around. Shot below. And that was above Brooksy. He took a whack at it, and it's on the far near side boards. Out now in the feet now. Across the blue line into the neutral zone. Palmer Lake looking to settle it down. Pacheco there. He's got to tag back up. Tags back up. That's Jacob there trying to bring it across. It didn't work. He ran into traffic. In the neutral zone now. Stick battle. Picked up. And we got an offside call. We must have an offside call. I don't see an arm up. 8:57 left to go here in the second. Puck's going to come out for a face-off into the neutral zone right in front of Palmer Lake's, the Terrors bench. And big Alex out there, 94 for the face-off. Face-off was won by Palmer Lake and slapped back. And now coming the other way. Reverse course in behind. Palmer Lake picks it up, looking to center it. They come out. Back to their D at the blue line. A shot attempt there. Brooksy's down. Pad down save. Pad again. Look to center it. Brooksy's got it. He's down in the crease. And Robitaille recovers. He looks to make a pass up to Jacob. That didn't work. And at 8:29, we're going to get an icing call, and it's coming all the way back down the other way. $8:29 left to go here in the second period. And we have action that will take the face-off off of the icing all the way back down. Face-off down now. Controlled. Not sent up and out. Palmer Lake recovers. Shot on Brooks. That was up and around the boards far side. Palmer Lake pitches it backhand. There's Manu trying to bring it across. He can't get it across the line. Off the boards again. Palmer Lake sends it back down deep. Palmer Lake picks it up near side corner now. Stood up right there. Looks to drag the puck across. They do again. The size difference is very noticeable between the two squads. Palmer Lake now with it. Back to their D. They cycle it up high. Puck down, sent in the far corner. It's sent up off the boards out. And we're going to see, they're going to say no icing. We're going to get an icing. Didn't see the arm up, but we'll still get an icing call. 7:46 now left to go here. In the second period, your Wolves down by 1. Face-off down to the left of Brooks. Face-off's won. Shot immediately. And Palmer Lake puts it out and underneath Brooksy. And that'll put 4 on the board now for Palmer Lake. 7:43 left to go here in the second. Face-off down, controlled through the neutral zone. Palmer Lake has it. Sent around the other side. Mikey looks to give chase. Palmer Lake defender there now takes it down behind the blue line. Coming back the other way. Loses it, and Mikey looks turn, brings it up. Now, I don't know why Mikey would just sweep it forward. You have control of the puck, Mikey. Take it with you. Coming the other way now. Palmer Lake picks it up. It's sent all the way back down. That was Casey, and that's going to be icing. 7:14 now left to go here. In the second period, your Wolves down by 2. Quick change of personnel here. And face off deep down again, left side. Puck was won and controlled now. Pitched up, tried to get it up and out. And on the boards, there's Ethan trying to get it up, pitch it off the boards. That didn't work. Palmer Lake with control down low. Shot on Brooks, knocks it down with the glove. Comes back out front. Now their D pinches in near side. Into that near side corner. Pierce trying to give chase and battle there. Puck sent back up as they cycle back. Their D walks it all the way down. Back up top. Loses the handle. Puck's into the neutral zone. Now Pierce, he's giving chase. Had it. Lost it in his feet. Puck still loose. Pierce got it now. Picks it up. They try to sweep it forward. Palmer Lake ends it up with it on their stick through the neutral zone. Now Palmer coming the other way. Across the blue line. That didn't work. Ethan looks to pick it up in the neutral zone. It bounces around right at the blue line. Palmer Lake pitches it in and back down the R side. That 74. That's Big Cade sends it down. Palmer Lake's got to check back up. They can't advance yet, too. Now they do. Through the neutral zone now. Their D-man looks to pick it up at their blue line. It's still juggled at the blue line, pitched up into the neutral zone. Coming out the other side, right at center now. Palmer Lake coming the other way. Drop it back. Their winger now, up high. Sends it back on a dump. Near side boards now. Battle on the boards. It's being held at the boards there. Now they come out with it. Palmer Lake coming the other way now with some help. That's Quinn. He loses it right at center. He pitches it up over the blue line. In the middle of a change, he was looking for Ethan, but Ethan was going to the bench. Now they got to check back up. Quinn's going to cross. That's going to be offside. 5:32 left to go here in the second. Your Wolves down by 2. Again, just disorganized play, Robert. They can't seem to get the breakouts, and they can't seem to settle the puck down.
Yeah, it seems like they're not in tune with each other, that's for sure.
Right on the money. Face off down. Xander swaps it back. Palmer Lake looks to pick it up. Xander crosses now with the puck in his skates. Still lost the handle. At the sideboards now. There's Carter, picks it up, settles it down at center. He pitches it up. And in the cross, giving chase, that's Jacob Yant. Jacob is probably outweighed by 50 pounds and 6 inches in height, and looked to control it. He couldn't. Pitched up and backhanded all the way through the neutral zone, giving chase. It's going to be settled down and sent through the neutral zone. Up and out, not all the way, across the blue line. Still on those boards, battling. Puck sent right to Brooks, and he's going to hold it. So somebody on the clock duty's got to slow the clock down, but the clock's still running, and we got a stoppage of play. Not sure what's going on in the box tonight. Volunteers got to keep track of the clock versus the music. 5:11 on the board here in the second period. 4-2, your Wolves down. Face off down. Tried to send up, but Palmer Lake's got it. Shot on, stick save, sent up and over the cage. Rebound ends up on the far side. Manu looks to bring it up and out. He gets it up through the neutral zone. Now here comes Manu. He's across the blue line. Outside, looks to center now. Circles back, top of the circle, back to the D. Sent down on the boards, in behind now. Picked up by Alex. He loses the handle. Palmer Lake sends it up near side boards. Now coming up. Out they come. Cross through. And over the blue line, puck's picked up. Carter's going to send it back into the neutral zone. Right at the red line now, it's picked up. There's Big Robitaille. He's got it. Shot onto the goalie. That's just blockered down and sent into the far side corner. Manu now pitches it backhand. All the way back. Alex sends it back down. That was outside. Puck near side boards now. It's picked up. Palmer Lake drinking across. Through the neutral zone they come. Right across center. Here comes 6. He's across the blue line. Down, up and over Brooks' shoulder. And now Palmer Lake has put 5 on the board with 4:06 left to go in the second. Line change here, 4:06 left to go in the second. Face off down, that's Casey out there. Puck slapped back to the D. It's sent all the way back down. And that's going to be an icing call. Going down the other way now. Face off will be down and to the right of Brooks. 5-2 on the board. Your Wolves down by 3. 4 to go here in the second. Face off down, slapped forward. Palmer Lake's going to send it. Brooksy, it was in his glove, bounced back out off of the save. Now puck's carried across into the neutral zone. Mikey now. Mikey sends a backhand towards the net. And nobody there. Coming back down the other way. Puck sent all the way down. There's going to be no icing. Owen gives chase. Palmer Lake there had control of it. Coming up the boards now. Mikey backhands it. Sent to Casey. And Casey lost the handle after he was bodied off the puck. Reverse course. Palmer Lake going the other side. Shot on. High and over Brooksian back behind the cage. Palmer Lake has it. Out front. Another shot attempt there. Out front off of the stick. And they bang it in for another one. Now there's 6 on the board for Palmer Lake. 3:15 left to go here in the second, and it looks like there's going to be a change of attendees as Baker's over the boards and heads down to relieve Brooks. 6-2 with 3:15 left to go here in the second period. Face off at center there, won but not controlled by Cade. Coming the other way now, Palmer Lake. Down and across, they're kept out. Puck into the corner. Coming out the other way now, here comes Pierce. Looks to hit in stride, that was Alex in his feet. They don't connect, and puck's at center. Turning around the other way now, here comes Pierce, 70. He's coming around the other side. Pierce far side now, he's beat one man too. He's below the dots. Shot on, glove save. Good shot attempt there by Pierce. 2:50 left to go here in the second period. Face off now deep here in Palmer Lake territory. Far side now. Big Cade out there. Face off down in the skates. No control. Palmer Lake's going to send it up all the way the other side. First man to the puck will be Quinn on D. And Palmer Lake gets control of the puck. Shot on. And Baker puts it into his glove. 2:37 now left to go here in the second. Face off down deep in Wolves territory to the left now of Baker as the netminder. Face off down and one into the feet of Xander. It's sent up but not out. That was an attempt there by Cade. Puck chased into the near side corner now. Into the corner goes. Struggle there to control the puck. 2 white jerseys, 3 white jerseys, 3 black, 2 white. Still trying to get it up in control. And it ends up on the stick coming all the way out. Chased out at center, puck loose. Almost picked up there. And going back the other way, here goes Palmer Lake. They got numbers. 3-on-1 going the other way. Shot attempt there. Pet save by Baker, sent into the near side corner. Now in behind, puck's picked up. That's Xander. Backhands it up. Near side boards now. Their D-man steps up right at the circle. Trying to walk in. That's kept out. Good job, Xander. Bodied the man off the puck. Puck ends up near side corner. In behind now. Puck back now, half board. Shot attempt there. Baker, it's up. And no goal. Holy cow, we got a whistle. No goal. Puck was up. Bounced in behind Brian, and it didn't go in as the official waves it off. Oh, looks like the net was off the moorings. 1:34 left to go now here in the second. Still, your Wolves down 6-2. Not a huge deficit to come back from, but we got to start making passes and getting shots on net, Robert.
Absolutely, yeah. If we can start figuring this out, we got the whole third period to come back.
We do. Face-off was down and slapped forward. That was Big Alex 94 giving chase, and that's going to be offside because Manu lost his edge. So an attempt there right at the blue line to gather and go, but that didn't work. 1:25 left to go here in the second. Same lines out. That's Alex for the face-off. Face-off won and controlled. Puck cycled back in the neutral zone, but it's left there. Now Manu coming the other way. He's across the blue line now. Stick through, now below. Manu with the shot now. He's below the goal line. Still with an attempt. That didn't work. Now Manu looks to pick up. Walking through. Palmer Lake now through the neutral zone with control. Good stick work there. Kept it to the outside. That was Parker. Centering attempt there. And I guess it was off a Palmer Lake stick. Ends up in behind Brian. And now there's 7 on the board for Palmer Lake. Ay, caramba. Tough evening when we're still letting them walk in, Robert.
Yeah, these kids really got to get a hold of what's going on here. Now, I don't know if it's because they haven't had enough practicing together or...
Not sure. They seem to be a little flat-footed tonight. Now, again, when you look at the size of this line versus the little guys that are out there, they've got them by an average of 6 inches and probably 50 pounds. So, again, 40 seconds left to go here in the second. Palmer Lake up by 5. And an attempt to get the puck out here. Sent back down. And it's sent into the neutral zone and across. They say no. Puck still kept in by Palmer Lake. They dance down. Now Ethan looks to hit his man in stride. Good job there. There's Pierce now. He pitches the puck to himself up. He's below the goal line looking for help now. Cycles back around. Exits near side. Back up to the D. There's Quinn left up top there. Pierce looks to bring it down. Loses the handle. There's Quinn. Shot right there. Didn't make it all the way to the goalie. Losing the edge there. That's Ethan. Puck sent up behind the far side boards. Palmer Lake has it now. Turn and go the other way. And at the buzzer, we're going to get a stoppage in play for the second intermission. So at the end of 2, it is 7-2. Your Wolves are down. We're going to come off audio here for a minute and let the coaches give them some motivation here for the third period. Face off down and controlled by Palmer Lake again for the third period on your radio dial. The Wolves will be defending here to the right, attacking the left. Palmer Lake now pick it up, settle it behind the goal line. They walk out. Top of the circle now there, backhand there, an attempt to get it in and over now into the neutral zone. There's Brady, settles it down now. He looks to drag it up and across the neutral zone. Backhand pass, nobody there. There's Quinn, sends it back into the neutral zone. Makes contact there with some Lake Palmer defender, and they're going to carry it all the way back down to settle it. Coming out the other way now. Here comes Lewis Palmer across the blue line. Organizing here in the neutral zone. Through now across the blue line. Down below the goal line. Centering attempt there. Backhand, that didn't work. Shot attempt there. I was picked up right at the blue line. And there's Quinn's going to send it up the boards and out. Mano gives chase into the neutral zone. It's settled down there by Palmer Lake. Into the neutral zone. They look to make it. That didn't work. It was picked up there by Alex and sent back down. Palmer Lake now. Full change here coming for your Wolves. They pick it up in their zone. Into the neutral zone they come. There's big number 6 again across the blue line. He's forced to the outside by Quinn. Centering attempt didn't work there. Minovich looks to pitch it up, but doesn't get it out. Now at the line, puck still loose out here in front of the Wolves bench. Now into the neutral zone, and they're going to settle it down and regroup. Wolves now across center, coming the other way. Kept to the outside there. They still have it. Far side boards. Now at the dot. Looking to pick it up. They do. They're walking through, but too many sticks and puck is sent up and out. Going the other way, that's Jacob. Now he's across center. One man to beat. Jacob's got a beat. Look to set it in. Bingo! Way to go, Jake! 17, walk it in. What a beauty. Good job there by Jacob. Off a broken play. Still skating towards it. He makes it happen. That's hard work. Way to go, 17. Signs of life. 15:02. 3 on the board for your Wolves. Clawing back in. Good job there, Robert. Broken play, but Jacob takes it all the way through. Face off there was controlled there, but sent back. Now the Wolves look to settle it down. Cross ice pass. That was Pacheco back up to big double Nichols Carter into the neutral zone. Now here comes Palmer there. Shot on. Baker knocks that down. They're still walking around with it. All the way back to the blue line, cycling. Sent back down. Stick save there. Baker sends it in the far corner. There's Carter now battling on the boards. Out it comes and going the other way. There goes Xander now. 60. He's got help. Cross center now with some speed. Now the blue line. Top of the circle. Shot on. Far side. That puck ends up corner. Puck swept all the way back down. That should be and will be icing. 14:15 now left to go here in the third. 7-3. Your Wolves still down by 4. So with the icing call, face-off will be down and to the left of the Lake Palmer Terror goalie. Out for the face-off, that's Casey 13. On the wing there is Mikey on the left side, Rooney back on the right. Face-off was slapped down after the win by Casey, giving chase in behind the net. Mikey steps up, going the other side now. Reverse course, up the boards and sent all the way back down. That's going to be icing again. And 14:01 now to go in the third period. And with the icing face-off down the other end, the Wolves will reset, try again. So face-off again, reset down to the left of the Terror goalie. Big Cade there for the face-off. He slaps it back, controls it finally, and still on the blue. They've kept it in. There's Cade looking to dance around and coming back in. Cade shot on. Big goal! 74! Lunched one in! Right from the circle. Good job, Cade. Good hard work on that one again, Robert. Now there's 4 on the board. 74 with the snipe. And your Wolves again, they're clawing back in. 7-4, 13:48 left on the board here in the third period. And now we got a timeout called by Coach Benny and Coach Nick. Maybe a little reset. The boys got signs of life.
Absolutely. Hopefully that last goal really gave them a little more confidence boost.
Not quite sure, but boy, I like what's going on in the last 3 minutes for sure. All right, back off the face-off. I don't know if Coach is doing a little reset, but we'll take it. And they're going to give it a full change here. So out on the next line, there's Casey 13 at center. Left side will be Mikey. Right side will be Rooney. On the back end, that's Parker and Owen. So 7-4, 13:48. Lots of time left on the board. Face-off won and controlled there by Palmer Lake. They cross, but man and lady offside, and face-off will come out to the neutral zone. And we'll do our best to give another look, but do not see game sheets updating. Face-off was won and controlled into the neutral zone. Rooney's just going to dump it all the way in. 13-33. They're calling. Everybody's got to check back up, and now they do. Palmer Lake now through the neutral zone. Step up. They make it through. An attempt there. Holy cow, they tried to tuck it around Brian. Palmer Lake loses his edge. He's down here, and they look to recycle out. Far side boards now. Still with the puck. Palmer Lake in behind now. They got to make the work. Palmer makes shot on Brian. He makes the save. And coming out the other side, that's Rooney. Far side now. Good pass up there to Casey Cross. Shot on. And stick save covered up. Palmer Lake will take the face-off deep in their territory. Another line change coming here. And face-off deep down in territory. For some reason, Robert, they're bringing the face-off out to the neutral zone. I'm not sure what happened. Face-off down, slap forward. That didn't work there, but Cade did win the face-off. Palmer Lake chips it up the boards. Carter there looks to control. He sends it back up the neutral zone. It's picked up. Now Cade's got it. Holy cow. He's by himself. He lost the edge. Shot attempt there from his knees didn't work. Holy smokes, there was a good attempt. Puck now in the near side corner. Deep Palmer Lake. Here they come across the blue line. 3-2 coming out. They got numbers. And across. Their man was across.
Yep, definitely
too
offsides.
Early. Again, gentlemen. Puck carrier and the puck have to cross before your wingers. So the face-off will come out to the neutral zone. Out for the face-off. That's 94, Big Alex. Cade on the one side. He's got Manu on the other. On the backhand here, Pacheco and double Nichols Carter. .12:32 left to go. Face-off down. It was slapped here to the boards. And they look to control it now. Now the Wolves do. Oh, bad pass there. Manu, you cannot pass that right into the center. Puck still loose. Top of the circle now. Going the other way. Manu's got it. He loses his edge. No call there. It looked like that would have been a tripping call, but no call. Coming the other way now. There's Pacheco. He stood up there right as they crossed the blue line. Palmer Lake has it now, and they'll settle it down. Looks to hit his man up top. That didn't work. Through the neutral zone now. In the neutral zone and across center. At the blue line, they cross. Still with control. Shot on. Baker knocks that down. That was a blocker save. Sends it in the far corner. Robitaille. Rink wide. Sends it. Doesn't make contact. Manu has it now. Across. Look to center. Nobody there. Right there, there's an attempt there to whack it in. Below the goal line. Nobody there. Now up top. There's Owen. Shot on. And saved as it was gloved by Palmer Lake's goalie. 11:32 left to go now here in the third. 7-4. Your Wolves are still crawling back.
Yeah, being down by 3 points only. So 11
It's
and a half
still doable. Yep.
Very doable. Very doable.
2-goal lead. Worst league in hockey. Let's see what we can do for 3-goal lead. Face off down. Palmer Lake controls near side corner. They come out with it now. There's number 6 behind their own cage. Comes out opposite side. Across the blue line. He makes contact there. And we got a late call. And I see the arms up. I'm going to say, was it a high stick? But it looked like a hockey stick made contact with number 6. Again, they wear cages here. So they're not going to end up with. Yeah, and it's a high stick from Minovich. Again, 81 goes to the box for undisciplined play. Got to control your stick. That's sloppy D. 11:16 here to go in the third. And we're going to go back onto the PK. Face-off down. Shot immediately off the face-off win by Palmer Lake. It's sent all the way back down. Good job there by Captain Q. Chase to the puck. First down, there's Jacob. Yeah, good job, Jacob. On the forecheck now. Coming back the other way. Palmer Lake sends it up boards. Through the neutral zone, it's picked up. Look to cross. And they can't cross till they got control. Puck sent up and out. There's Jacob now. He takes it, pitches it up the boards into the neutral zone. Palmer Lake looks to bring it back up. They pitch it in at the boards there. There's Owen. Palmer Lake looks to send it all the way around. That's Quinn sends it up and all the way down. Good job. Minute 19 now left to kill. 10:30 left to go here in the third period. Full gate change here. Palmer Lake, out they come. Into the neutral zone. It's pitched up onto the stick O, and he's going to send it up and all the way back down the other way. And good job there by Pierce to give chase. Pierce now below the goal line with control of the puck. Pierce looks to center. It does. Tried the attempt there. Now a shot by Owen. Shot on. Blocker save. That was up. Good job there. An attempt. Step up again. That's Quinn with a shot right on the goalie. Puck comes out and scrambles all the way down. 40 seconds left here to kill. Owen's got control of the puck in behind the cage. Exits opposite side. Sends it into the neutral zone. It's finally picked up. And Palmer Lake has it now behind their cage. 9:44 left to go. 25 seconds left to kill. And Palmer Lake through the neutral zone. Now across the blue line. They stop right at the dot now. Far side circle. Looking to bring it in and across. Loses control. Now at the top of the blue line. They're going to send it all the way in and dump it. Far side now. There's Pacheco. Elbow up there. 21 on 21. Palmer Lake looked at lose the handle. There's another elbow. No call. Sent back down. Here comes puck all the way back out at the line. Sent into the neutral zone by Ethan. There's Quinn now. Settles the puck down. Now we're back to 5-on-5. Going the other way. There's Pacheco. Got turned around. Across the blue line. Shot on. And that'll end up in the near corner. As we go now. Shot attempt there by Alex. That didn't work. Palmer Lake still kept in there. They look to settle it down. Puck loose right out in front at the dot. Brought all the way back out. Here comes Palmer Lake, number 10. He's around one, now around two. Shot on. Good job. Way to go, Baker. Puts the pad out with the save. Puck back out now across the blue line. Palmer Lake's got to check back up. At the sideboards here. Alex, there's in the neutral zone. Ethan with it. That didn't work. Palmer Lake settles it down, looks to send it in, and they pitch it. Here comes Quinn now, near side boards. Gathers the puck in behind the cage. She's going to exit the opposite side. Up the board, she sends it. Going the other way now. There's Rooney through the neutral zone. Shot on. He's sent down. And no call there. Puck settled back down. They're back up. In behind the cage. There's Ethan now, standing out in front, looking to center it. Rudy with a tap. Holy cow!
Made it in.
Bingo! Way to go, number 6. Picks it up, sends it into the twine. That's a beauty. And now it's 7-5. And your Wolves crawling back. Again, number 6. Good job on picking that one up. Way to go, Nicholas. 7:57 left to go here.
Absolutely, yeah. That's why you never give up. These kids just know they got to keep going at it, and they've been doing really well at it tonight.
Always fighting back. There's always fighting these kids. T2, keep going. Here we up. 7-5. Palmer Lake bringing it through the neutral zone and attempt to walk around below. Shot on. And the net was off the moorings. I don't think that should count. The net was off the moorings. And now they're going to call the goal. And we're going to go to a replay, but the net looked like it was off the moorings. They walk in and pinch one in.
Yeah, looking at the replay now, looks like it's hard to say from this angle, but
not sure that the net was totally on. 8-5. So we'll again go to, but they're going to call it a goal, and we're going to get a face-off. 8-5 now. 7:40 left in the third. Puck all the way back down and around, and it's sent up the boards there by Brady. Reversed around the other side. That's Robitaille. Far side again. Palmer Lake's got it in the corner, now below. Here they come. Outside of the circle now, top of the circle. Still again, shot on. That was off the post, up into the netting. And at 7:18, a stoppage in play and another face-off. Again, Wolves down by 3. Have clawed back into this one for sure. And we're going to get a full line change as we go. Face off here, right in front of us. Face off down. Sent back and almost carried out. Now it is out into the neutral zone. Swept up there was Jacob. Now into the neutral zone and across the blue line. The puck settled down there by Palmer Lake. Now back into the neutral zone. Xander's going to send it up. He connects. That was Jacob. Jacob Yant sends it on to the net. Off of the pad, the goalie steers it into the near corner. Coming the other way now. There comes Palmer Lake through the neutral zone across the blue line. Shot in and up into the netting. We're going to get a whistle. 6:46 left to go here in the third. And here we go, chirping between the two squads. Not sure why. 6:46 left on the board. Out for the face-off, that's 74. So Cade will take the face-off. He's got Ethan here on the wing, Pierce on the other. On the back end, that's Owen and Parker. Coming up, they still send the puck back all the way down. Now going around the other way, that's Parker, sends it far side boards. Shot on, that was high, way over and off the glass. And now goes Ethan, goes down the other way. Looking to carry the puck through the neutral zone. Puck's down now. Ethan carries it into the corner. Puck out now. Sent back to the D. That's Parker. Shot on. Back down. Doesn't make contact with anybody. Ends up in the far corner. Puck sent up. Bounces all the way down. And they're going to say no icing. It's waved off. Now to pick the puck up. That's Parker. He's going to send it back into the neutral zone. It's picked up. Now Pierce has got to cross the blue line. Pierce is in. Shot on. Holy smokes. That was off. Off on the other side now. Good attempt there by Pierce. He was left all alone. And there's going to be, I would have said that should have been an interference or a cross-checking call, but we got away with one. Going the other way now. Ethan, he's picked it up. He's below the dots, now below the circle, looking for somebody out front. Nobody there, in behind the boards. Still with the puck. Far corner now, they gather. Coming out, exit the opposite side. Here comes Palmer Lake, loses the handle right at, and there's going to be a call for a trip. I believe Ethan's going to end up going to the box for 2 minutes. And Ethan will exit. And with at least 2, hopefully no more. And he gets an additional. So a tripping and 2 minutes and a technical. So they're going to end up with 4 minutes. Ay, caramba. 5:30 left in the third period. And we're going to have to kill. Puck was sent down but not out. That was Quinn's attempt. Palmer Lake looks to get it there. Off of the side of the net. There was an attempt there. Now Pierce got it. He's got wheels going the other way. Here goes Pierce. He's through the neutral zone. Now he's through. Across the blue line, lost the handle. Palmer Lake coming back the other side now. All the way down. That didn't work. Down below the dots, looking to center. Shot attempt there. Brian off the stick, sends it into the far corner. Now out front, pitched back up off a backhand. Swinging attempt to get it out by Pacheco. That didn't work. Puck now again below the dots. Shot there, up over Brian. And there's Pacheco. He sends it backhand all the way around. Manu now. He's on the near side boards. He picks it up. Manu going the other way now. Over center. Here comes Manu. Good attempt there. Manu's knocked down. That's picked up by Cade. Far side corner. Still no work there. And now coming around, here comes Palmer across the blue line through the neutral zone. Near side boards, they're going to pitch it in off of the dump. 54 seconds left here to kill. And Palmer Lake, there's 3 on the other side. There's Brady now. Looking to make contact. That didn't work. Palmer Lake here playing catch in behind the net. Cycle it down all the way behind. Palmer Lake will pick it up on the half boards on the top of the circle. Now below, they've recycled all the way back down. Their D-man cycles all the way back up. Walks the blue line, looking to come down center. That doesn't work. Pitched up there by Brady, but not out. Into the far near corner now. Palmer Lake's going to pick it up. They got it down below the goal line. Looking to drag it across. They do. Shot on. And Baker had that closed off. Sent all the way out. The puck comes out. 3:44 left and 10 seconds left to kill. Puck now loose. It's going to be picked up there. And that didn't seem to work. Into the neutral zone. Here comes Palmer Lake now below the dot. Walking in on Brian. Shot on. Knocked down. Glove save. Good job there by Baker. And we got extra activity by 23 after they fall down on Owen. 23 is going to go sit for 2 minutes of stupidity.
Is it 23 or it looks like maybe 22?
Oh, 22. Either one, keep chirping and go sit for 2. Don't need the extracurricular activity after. That's unsportsmanlike. So 2 for roughing. 3:26 left to go here in the third. Your Wolves down by 3. And as I'm being texted, I am told that the Blue Jays have taken the Dodgers in game 1, 11-4. So good job on the Blue Jays. 3:26 left to go and lots of time left. A little bit of a big task, but we're going to have 5-on-4, and the Wolves are going to be on the power play. Puck was won. It's sent back to Carter. Carter looked to get it on. Shot on. Down low. That was big Robitaille. Puck back up now. Shot back on again. And puck now in behind. Down low. Robitaille cycles it back up. That's Minovich. He's got it. Loses the handle. And now coming out the other way. 2-on-1 going the other way, but again, they're shorthanded. Owen's going to send it back up the boards. And coming out the other way, there's Robitaille. Robitaille now, he's got it. Across the blue line. Puck sent to the far side boards. Off of a whack and down to the neutral zone. The Wolves are going to gather and regroup. Owen now comes across, loses the handle. Minovich is already across. That's offside because he's got to tag up. Again, can't cross ahead of the puck. 2:42 now on the boards. The Wolves got a minute and 16 left with the man advantage. Out for the faceoff, that's Xander. He's got Jacob Yan on the left side and on the right, Minovich. On the back end, Pacheco stands up and his man there. Good job. Now Quinn picks it up, sends it back. Now Minovich comes across. He's got to cross the blue line. Top below the circle. He loses the handle. It's sent all the way back down. Brian ends up touching that, and at 2:22 left to go here in the third. Quinn's going to pick it up, cycle it back. He loses it. Holy cow, comes around the other side. Pacheco's going to send a reverse course the other side. Quinn's got it now, and coming around the other side. Quinn off of the backhand, sends it up to Xander. He loses the edge there, off of the speed wobble. Palmer Lake's going to send it down and gather it around the other end. Puck cycled all the way back around the other side. Nobody up high for it. And Palmer Lake's just going to dump it back in. Come on, boys. We got the man advantage. Centered out front. Still haven't gathered and gotten a breakout. Shot on. That was wide. Glove side low. Now here goes Jacob going the other way. Across the blue line he goes. Through one set, two. Another attempt there. He's knocked down. No call there. That would have been interference. And the puck is now down. Cycled back up. On the boards now. Here comes the other way. Off of a change. Palmer Lake shot on. Good save, Baker. Knocks it down. Way to go. Sent out front there. One-time attempt. That didn't work. Good job there. Minute left to go here.
That was over the
and they got to tag back up.
Yep.
And there's Quinn going to settle it down, going the other way. He comes out opposite side. 1 minute to go here in the third period. Your Wolves are down by 3. Palmer Lake picks it up in the neutral zone across the blue line. Shot on. Baker. That was a shoulder save. Knocks it back down. Good job. Puck out front again. It's loose. Picked up in the corner. Backhanded up to Mikey. And into the neutral zone. Now another Jacobs got it. Now he's on. Circle. Shot on. Right on the goalie. Knocked down. 35 seconds left here to go in the third period. Palmer Lake looking to get it up and out. Neutral zone. Sent back down. Parker had sent it through the neutral zone. There's Jacob there, giving chase on the forecheck. Palmer Lake's going to settle it down. Comes out the opposite side, turns around in reverse course into the corner. They leave it there. Now Palmer Lake just dragging it up. Oh, there's Mikey. A little cross check there, Mikey, late in the game. Not going to work. Shot on. Good job there off of the shoulder. Another shot attempt. Jacob Yant turned. And at the buzzer, you're going to have your Wolves go down to defeat 8-5 but definitely showed some scrappiness and stick-to-itiveness there at the end, Robert.
Definitely had some heart. You can see it in the guys. Yep.
Again, some of those early goals, I'm not sure that Brooksy might want one or two of those back, and we're a little closer here at the end. So 8-5 will be your final here at Rink 2 to close out a Friday night of high school hockey in the CPHL season for your T2 team. On behalf of Robert, the technologically advanced cameraman and stats and replay guy, Boomer and Robert are going to sign off here from the perch in Rink 2 at Big Bear. And we'll say thanks for tuning in tonight. And we will catch you, I believe, next game will be Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. And T1 will be up in Louisville for a game against Monarch. So signing off from Big Bear tonight. Thanks for joining us, and have a good evening.